So it's been 10 days since I unboxed the Poco F2 Pro and gave you my first impressions of the phone. And I've been using it as my main phone for YouTube, for browsing the web, for emails, for calls, for podcasts, for everything really. And I don't like to rush out reviews. I like to spend a week or so with the phone to see what I like and what I don't like. But this week I do have a lot of videos coming about the Poco F2 Pro. Stay tuned for those. But in this video, what I'm going to be talking about is battery life and charging speed. So with regards to the battery, I will say right off the bat, battery life on the Poco F2 Pro is excellent. Absolutely excellent. This has a 4,700 milliamp battery and it does show. It's one of the best selling features of this phone. Now with the X50 Pro, the Realme X50 Pro, which I reviewed a few weeks ago, I was getting about 1 full day of usage. Now that means 1 full day of using YouTube, watching videos, listening to music, calls, everything you would do in a normal day with your phone. And I was getting 1 full day. Now with the same habits that I've got of watching YouTube and browsing, etc., I'm getting a day and a half to 2 days of charge with this phone. It's incredible. There's some days I just don't have to charge this phone. So it's absolutely amazing. Now I have been testing this with Accu battery. So if I can bring this up, this is Accu battery. I've got 48% charge just now. But down at the bottom, this becomes more accurate over time. And you can see there the combined use, you've got screen on time, 14 hours, 26 minutes, screen off, 176 hours. But the combined use is 47 hours, nearly 2 days. That is absolutely amazing. And you can see some of the, the apps I've been using, Poco Launcher, Google, Accu battery, Chrome, YouTube. There's lots of things that are discharging there. And I've just been using this like I normally would. It's not like I'm trying to conserve battery. I'm just leaving that running in the background to see what's happening. So battery life is amazing. It's definitely one of the features I love about this phone. Now, charging speed, going back to the X50 Pro, that was excellent. That had 65 watt charging. This phone, it's got a larger battery, but charging speed is reduced to 30 watts. Now, 30 watts is still good. There's a lot of top of the line smartphones that can only charge at 15 watts or 18 watts. This charges at 30 watts. Now, I did test the actual charge and I saw it charging at about between 30.5 and 31 watts. So I'm getting a little bit more than what they quoted, which is to be expected. But I did do 2 different tests as far as seeing what the charging speeds were. Now, up until about 60-70%, for every 10 minutes of charging, you're getting about another 20% of battery. So at 10 minutes, you're getting 20% of charge, 41% at 20 minutes, 60% at 30 minutes. Now, all of that is with the Wi-Fi on, with mobile notifications on, with everything on. You're getting to 60% in 30 minutes. At 40 minutes, I was at 77%. At 50 minutes, I was at 90%. And then at 1 hour, 4 minutes and 8 seconds, I had crossed the line and I had charged it to 100%. So again, going back to my Realme X50 Pro, with all the Wi-Fi and that on, I think that was about 44-45 minutes. This is an extra 20 minutes, but considering it's charging at half the speed, more than half the speed, and it has a larger battery, I think the charging speed with this is pretty good. An hour, under an hour and 5 minutes for full charge. Under an hour and 5 minutes. Now, the second test I did was I put it into airplane mode, so it disables the mobile data, it disables the Wi-Fi, disables a lot of things, and it conserves battery. And a phone normally charges much quicker with airplane mode on. But interestingly, it didn't really save me a lot of charging time. I tracked it at 1 hour, between 1 hour, 1 minute and 1 hour, 2 minutes to get to 100%. I'd actually tested it at 1 hour, 1 minute, and it was around 99%. And then when I checked it, like 50 seconds later or something like that, it was at 100%. So it's under 1 hour, 2 minutes. I'm only shaving 2 minutes. That's what I'm trying to say here. I shaved off about 2 minutes by putting it into airplane mode. So yeah, I was surprised it didn't, charge a little bit quicker than that. But Wi-Fi mode, changing from Wi-Fi on and mobile notifications on to airplane mode, I only saved 2 minutes. That's probably down to trickle charging, and that's how, the speed slows down, the charging rate slows down once you get to around, 65-70%. And that's what all smartphones do. They try to conserve your long-term battery health, and they do that by charging quickly at the start when you need a charge, but then they slowly trickle charge the battery, and that's why those numbers are the way they are. But I would say that this is not groundbreaking as far as charging speeds. There are phones out there, as you saw with the Realme X50 Pro, there are phones out there that charge quicker. But for a 4,700 milliamp battery that can give you a day and a half to 2 days of usage, I think under an hour and 5 minutes to charge it fully with everything on is more than acceptable. I think that's really, really good. When you consider it's a larger battery, when you consider how good that battery actually performs when it's running, I think under an hour and 5 minutes to get to 100% is really good. So I hope you found this video useful. Stay tuned. I have went out and I spent a couple of days recording videos for this. I'm going to do some more video tests over the next day or so. So stay tuned for my camera tests and stay tuned for some more videos where I show you what the Poco F2 Pro is all about. Thanks for watching.